What's up, guys? It's Miles, the You Betcha guy here, and it is holiday season, and that means that You Betcha has a crazy Black Friday deal going on right now. You order something over $25 on our website, you get a free hat. That's it. There's no other strings attached, so you got to go to oubetcha.com/shop. Get yourself something online as a gift for yourself. Mom, dad, sister, brother, you name it. You get a free hat with that order. Go order now while supplies last. oubetcha.com/shop. Enjoy the podcast.
You remember that TikTok? It's like, how far would you drive for the love of your life? Would you drive to Nebraska?
Fuck no.
Well, technically we might be driving to Nebraska. I think we need to go on a golf trip to Nebraska.
Why Nebraska?
Because the weather is good down there, but it's not too far away. To the point where it's like, holy shit, we're driving 18 hours just to go film some content, whatever. Nebraska or like South Dakota.
Doesn't it snow in South Dakota too?
It does, but it melts pretty quick.
They piped that the wrong way.
I'll call the clubhouse. We'll book another 18 for tomorrow.
Okay, they cheated on that. They fluffed their balls.
Yeah, no better time for the breakfast ball than now.
So last week was the Arizona trip recap, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And one thing that we did not touch on with everyone out here, we were hyping up, man, that we were going to be shooting videos and content, all this kind of stuff. And we literally only shot a couple TikToks and Instagram stories.
That we could have shot anywhere.
Yeah, we could have literally done it anywhere. Obviously it looks better on a golf course, but...
We literally shot one in bed. In a bed.
Yes, in a bed at the Airbnb. We did, on the very first course we played, we did start shooting a video.
We shot one scene of one video.
One scene, and that was it. It will probably never see the light of day.
Never.
Scene is even a strong word. It was like 2 lines.
Yeah, it was tough.
Well, maybe I did them twice over just to have a backup. But so we don't have a lot of stuff to share with you from the Arizona trip, which is fine because, obviously Miles, boss man, said, hey, I just want to enjoy myself this weekend. I don't want to have to shoot any content. And we said, okay, Miles, we'll just golf down in Arizona 72 holes.
Twist my fucking arm, Miles.
Yeah, which kind of sucked, but also it's like, geez, this is a dead time of year for us. So, hey, if you're here, if you're sticking to the podcast through the winter times, don't worry, we're not going to leave you hanging. We'll still be here.
Yeah, we're going to do some shit.
We appreciate you guys for sticking with us in the off season. Had a good phone call today. We're putting some pieces in motion that is going to allow us to shoot some content this winter. And whatever we got to do, we're going to do it because last winter sucked.
Yeah, we were lost.
We were like lost, like homeward bound almost.
Yeah, it was weird. Matt was the cat and we were the 2 dogs, just lost.
Yeah.
Matt was making memes for scrapbooking company and you and I were just staring at walls.
Yeah, Mitch was at the Parmesan cheese plant.
Yeah, Mitch was making powdered cheese.
Yeah, so it's tough, but we're going to get through this winter. So thanks for sticking with us. We still got some good content coming out with for you guys. But Tyler, to kind of like preface the whole show, we got to do some house cleaning, whatever they call it.
Before we housekeep, I gotta say welcome back to the Double Bogey Show.
Are we going? Oh, yeah. I knew that because I was talking about
episode
61.
61%.
8 away, and then we're done.
Final episode 69, which will also be presented by DraftKings.
Presented by DraftKings. I love gambling. If you do have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
That's true. Do it.
We'll let you guys know that later in the ad reading. All right, Tyler, is it house cleaning or housekeeping?
Keeping.
It is.
Yeah, we have some housekeeping items because it's not just about the cleanliness of the house. It's about the keeping it up, like making processes better, maybe reorganizing the kitchen cupboards. Like all housekeeping encompasses all.
Sweeping the garage.
Yeah.
How does my garage keep getting so dirty?
I don't know. Garages are like dirt magnets.
Yeah.
By the time you're done sweeping one side and you're onto the other, the side you just swept is dirty again.
Yeah, there's leaves in it.
Yeah.
We don't have enough snow to keep the leaves underneath the snow.
Yeah.
So they keep blowing in. But Tyler, first house cleaning item. Housekeeping item. Paige Spiranic commented on the TikTok.
She's in her DMs, kind of.
3 ha's. Ha ha ha. So we put out a TikTok yesterday about the best golf gifts to buy your husband. Is that what it was?
Oh yeah, it's just things golfers actually want for Christmas.
Which was sweet because I have the Wingman speaker, which is awesome. There was like a rangefinder. There was a pair of Tyler.
Your Jordans.
I had 2 things on that list already. Wingman speaker, Air Jordan golf shoes. If you're hating on the Air Jordans, suck it because they're actually sweet. And here's the thing. Kierland Golf Club, last pair of Jordans on the shelf, 25% off.
Yeah, Ryan
Worked
old
myself a deal.
Too. Yeah, you're like, hey, since it's the last pair, like, and they're size too big for me, you think you could knock some money off? And they're like, yeah, we can do that for you.
The fact that I bought a size too big, well, it just shows you how sweet these golf shoes are.
They were only half size too big, right?
Half size.
So you're not clown shoeing it.
No, so they're fine. Wore them the next day and shot a pretty good score. 94, I think. 95.
Not bad.
But yeah, so 2 out of those 5 I had on them. 3 of them I did not. One of them being Paige Spiranic.
How do you say her name?
It's Spiranic.
Because I got a bunch of shit for saying Spiranic in the one video with Matt.
No, you said Spiranac.
That's how you say it. It's Spiranac.
No, it's Spiranic.
I think you said Spiranac in the video.
You did, Tyler.
I'm going to look it up right now. Continue.
Spiranic. Anyway, she was just like a little hidden gem in there, Tyler. I did not see you working that one in there.
You didn't know I was doing that one, did you?
I didn't know, but it was really good, subtle joke inside inside the TikTok, and it was good. And oddly enough, I think a couple people tagged her. One of the people she responded to, ha ha ha. That's like some next level shit for us.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We've had total golf crushes on Paige since the beginning of the page.
I mean, this is not a bragging moment by any means, but this just shows like we've been able to have some good success with the page because we put out good content. We've had Rick Shields share one of our videos before, which is cool because he's like a big staple in the industry. And now we got the Paige Spiranic comment. So,
which honestly, sorry, Rick, but like
this is better.
Paige.
Way better.
I used hand motions for our listeners. Paige is much higher than Rick.
Correct.
So 3 ha's. What? Let's read between the lines. Like
it's not. One would have been like, oh God, are we doing something wrong here?
And ha would have been like, ha.
2 would have been like, I better just respond to respond. But 3.
Ha is like, oh, these guys are ha. And I like them.
Yeah.
Right.
We're funny.
I think we're funny.
Matt, what did you say about it? Or was that Jake?
No, that was Matt.
I said that we have to follow it up now with a compilation of our longest drives.
I don't think she was going to be impressed with my 220-yard 3-wood shot.
Yeah.
But at least she knows you like get out on the course, something like that.
Yeah. No. What
hey,
she
at
knows
least she knows you can like
your way
handle
around
a
the club.
shaft.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knows that it's not about how long you hit your drives.
Ooh.
It's about how accurate you hit your drives.
Wow.
It's like, it's the motion of the ocean is more important.
Yeah. It's all about tempo on the drive.
Yes, it is.
Extra stiff or stiff?
Yeah, I'm like right in the middle. I'm getting
Well, I
old.
don't think they have that, but they don't have like moderate stiff.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
They do.
Extra stiff and stiff. $250 difference if you didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah.
What's more expensive? Stiff?
Extra stiff.
Wow.
Yeah, because like if you have like a really fast club speed, they say go with extra stiff because then your club's not going to drag behind as much.
Oh. Good to know.
Is that still an analogy? Or
I don't know. I think it turned to real golf.
It was right away.
But yeah, so like Paige, like we get it. You're watching us, but like,
cool it.
Yeah, relax. We're both in very committed relationships.
Yeah.
Matt, I know you and Matt have a history, but
as I said, you're
tone it down.
Video.
Tone it down, Paige. All right, would you? No, that was cool though.
It was very cool.
Blue check mark right next to it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Also, how did you choose that picture?
I looked up Paige Spiranic golf and then found the one that was just enough thirst trappy while not getting us taken off of TikTok.
Sure, because we have been demonetized from TikTok
several times.
February of next year, which is ridiculous, but not going to stop us.
Nope.
We're going to keep posting.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to keep getting them blue checkmark comments.
Mm-hmm.
What was I going to say?
I don't know.
Breakfast Ball is kind of like the bad boy golf page on TikTok right now.
A little bit, dude. Yeah.
Oh, what I was going to say.
I'm going to get a breakfast ball tattoo on my eye, right under my eye.
No, you're not.
You're right.
Yeah, the teardrop is just like the egg drop.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Every time you send a ball,
every time you hit a hole. No, all right. Every time you hit a hole in one, you have to get an egg drop tattoo underneath your eye.
I'll get an egg drop tattoo. I'm not getting it under my eye.
Oh, it's just like, how many hole-in-ones have you demolished?
If we're going mini golf, like I've had several.
Yeah, Pop Stroke, Tiger Woods course. I had a couple there.
Yeah.
So
better get some face tats.
do you think Paige Spiranic is good for the sport of golf?
Yes.
I think all of our audience would agree with that.
Well, I do think there is a genuine discussion to have about her.
There has been.
Yeah, and I think that she's good for the golf because she is getting eyeballs to golf one way or another, and she is actually very talented.
Correct.
She's a
very good golfer.
She is a very good golfer. So, like, I think the looks are obviously a part of it. It brings people in, and then the golf keeps people there.
Matt.
Yes.
She's also big into sports betting.
Is she
Actually?
Yeah.
So I actually don't know too much about her. I didn't know who she was until we made that video. Is she a professional or is she just...
Former professional and now golf like influencer,
Gotcha.
essentially.
Yeah.
And she's also into sports betting?
Yeah, she is sponsored by a competitor of ours that we will
an
not mention.
Unnamed
Yes.
one? Okay.
Yeah, Matt, once you start taking some more dry hacks in the mirror at home, you'll figure out who Paige Spiranic is.
Okay.
One can hope anyway.
But no, I
We'll
would agree.
figure it
I think she's very good for the game of golf. Especially in our audience, the guys who are just casually going out, drinking beers, having fun. Also, I don't know
she
if
doesn't take herself too seriously either.
Right.
Like she knows that like golf should be fun and not a snooty sport.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
Okay, moving on from that, Tyler, my boy, the GOAT, T-Dub, Tiger Woods.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the match.
No.
And I was like, your boy did not
That's
do
later.
good.
That's later.
Okay, proceed.
Tiger Woods is back, baby.
He is.
Press conference today.
Kind of back.
In a minimal fashion, correct?
Yes, which I think great move for him. So if you guys haven't heard, Tiger Woods says he's coming back, but he'll never be full-time again. He's going to pull a Ben Hogan where he just picks and chooses maybe 3 or 4 events a year. And he shows up, he plays golf, hopes he wins, but at the end of he knows his body cannot keep up with previous Tiger Woods.
What do you think he does when he's completely done golfing?
That's a good question.
Does he come out
dude.
with his own iced tea lemonade hard drink?
What would it be?
I think it would just be called the Tiger Woods spiked Tiger Woods.
There's so many jokes.
Go, give me one.
Spike Tiger Woods usually leads to a DUI.
Holy fuck, Tyler.
So maybe he could come out with a shoe, like his own Jordan.
Well, I just got a pair of Jordans.
Yeah, you can get a pair of Tigers. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what he's going to do, right? I think he'll go into course design. He's kind of doing a little bit of it with the pop stroke stuff. And like Jack Nicklaus is...
Paynes Valley.
Yeah. So like he's going to just design courses all over the United States. And then that's just a huge attraction to say you have a Tiger Woods designed course.
Should we go to Paynes Valley? Maybe that could be our Nebraska trip.
That would be pretty sweet. Is it in Nebraska?
No, it's in Missouri, but
Oh.
that could be our Nebraska trip.
It could be our Missouri trip.
Correct. But like, you know,
Yeah,
you get what I'm
I
saying.
get what you're saying.
Instead of going to Nebraska.
Why don't we just go back to the Ozarks? Our friends are
Because
there.
the Ozarks isn't as fun in the wintertime.
We don't know that.
We could go back there with our friends.
Mm-hmm.
Osage National.
Mhm.
Wearing the hat today.
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't mind that.
I lost my hat.
Paynes
but
Valley is like 4 hours from there. Do a little driving.
I'm game.
I'm not driving though. I'm flying.
From Ozarks to Paynes
from
Valley.
Fargo.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get something figured out there. But no, I'm super pumped because I don't know. There's something about watching golf on the weekend. I'll be completely honest. I don't watch a whole lot of golf unless it's Sunday, last day.
Yeah.
Very competitive with the top of the leaderboard being like your faces of the game essentially. But because Tiger's coming back, I will be watching more golf.
Right. He's good for the sport. He's always going to bring eyeballs no matter what. People are going to watch golf if Tiger Woods is a part of it.
I also think that he'll get more into these matches like he has with Phil
Mhm.
Mickelson. He can gear up for those a little easier when it's just like 1v1 style, maybe play a 12-hole round
Yeah, I
like
was going to
Brooks and
say,
Bryson did.
especially if they limit the round to 12.
Yes, correct. So I would like to see him getting more into matches. Speaking of match, we're going to get into that later. I have another point to make on the match style play.
Okay.
But I would like to see him get more into that. Who would you like to see him play next? Straight up 1v1.
Tiger? Fuck, I don't know. Phil's been done. Because he can't
Pick anyone.
This sucks because he can't keep up with the young guys anymore.
1v1? No?
I like to see him go up against Dustin.
Really?
DJ. Because Dustin, he's not a young guy anymore. He's getting to the veteran status. Like he's a wily old vet on the tour, but he still bombs the shit out of the ball.
Yeah.
And I think those two they would be funny because they have a history together. They've been golfing in the same league together for 10 years now.
Sure.
So they would probably have good chemistry, and they're both top tier golfers. So
the next step is Paulina Gretzky comment with 4 ha's on the next TikTok.
Dude, I don't know. 4 ha's might be too much.
We got to workshop something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll just like add her, guys. Every single one of our posts, throw her in the comments. See what happens.
Persistence pays off.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, Tiger had a press conference today. Today's Tuesday, by the way. This is going to come out tomorrow. Also, a quick note about the podcast. We're going to do all future weeks are going to be dropped on Wednesday.
Yep.
I know we kind of kept you guys hanging Tuesday, Wednesday schedule for a couple months. We've just landed on Wednesday. It's kind of Tuesday is the podcast day. Wednesday, we're going to drop. So going forward, if you don't see it on Tuesday, that's because we're going to go on to a Wednesday schedule.
Yeah, we're done lying to ourselves. We always kept telling ourselves we were going to record on Mondays. It's just never fucking
Mondays
happened,
are tough.
ever. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If you haven't seen the press conference, go watch it. Tiger's cracking jokes. He's got massive triceps, massive biceps from those crutches.
Also rocking that sleeve too.
The black leg sleeve.
Yeah.
Do you think people will start rocking the black leg sleeve on the course?
I don't know. Do you think people will ever start wearing sleeves and shit like that for fashion like some basketball players do?
People already do. I've seen people with just like a single arm sleeve.
In golf?
Yeah. Not professionally, but like amateur level, like TikTok, Instagram, YouTubers, whatever. I think it's kind of a fit.
You think it looks cool?
Kind of.
I don't know. I can't decide.
It kind of makes it look like you have been a little banged up in the sport. Like you take this game so seriously, like it's kind of been banging you up a little bit.
Yeah.
And like, fuck, I gotta wear like a elbow sleeve for this round because like, tendonitis, whatever.
Yeah. I think Matt should get a sleeve.
I have a shooting sleeve for basketball already, so it'd be easy to repurpose.
Do you? Is there a pad on the elbow?
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
I don't have that.
Just in case I fall down when I never go into the paint ever.
Yeah.
Matt hasn't been inside the 3-point line his entire career.
God no.
I kind of like the look though.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't want to be the snoot. Like I told you, I'm all for change in golf, but I don't think they're necessary.
But also, even like on the tour, I don't believe any professionals wear shorts.
I don't think you can.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God.
I think it's part of like a dress code.
That's why, Tyler, as much as like I think I could be a professional if I actually like put the time in, I wouldn't want to be because I'd have to wear my hat forward. And I couldn't wear shorts.
Yeah, you'd be fucked, right? On those two things, it's all that's holding him back.
The only thing stopping him from being a pro level golfer is the dress code.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's like when you get told to put your hat forward at a nice course, like, this is why I don't go country clubs.
Well, it's almost,
I don't have a country club membership.
When someone tells you to turn your hat around, it makes you not want to turn your hat around so much more.
You instantly go back to like elementary school,
Yes.
like a teacher telling you what to do. It's that exact same instinct.
It's like at home, if Becca tells me to wash the dishes, but I was already planning on doing it, now I don't want to fucking do it anymore.
Well, that's you. And
No,
your
I
old
think
man
that's most
personality.
people.
No,
Not
I
me.
agree. Yeah.
Like, thank you. Like if you were in your head about to do something and then somebody else tells you to do it, then you just don't want to do it anymore.
Don't get me wrong. I respect the rules that people have on their courses, but I turned my hat around right away. I wore it forwards the rest of the round, and I golf like shit. So
they ruined your round.
yeah. So technically, I didn't even have that bad of a round.
Yeah. It's like if you find a practice ball when you're golfing, like maybe by the range, and then you decide to use that practice ball, none of those strokes count because the ball says practice on it. They were all for practice, so your score stays super low.
Sure.
Same
You said
thing.
par.
If somebody makes you turn your hat around and you're a backwards hat golfer, none of those strokes count. That's a rule.
What do you think about that, Matt?
Yeah, I agree. I think you should automatically be given like 4 or 5 free strokes if you have to turn your hat around.
If you have
Yeah.
to change what's comfortable. to
Yeah,
you.
exactly. You wouldn't ask someone to start golfing left-handed in the middle of a round.
Right.
Why would you ask them to flip their hat around or
Yeah.
like to tie their shoes or something like that?
Yeah.
Also, fun fact about Matt, homie hates hats.
Yeah, they just don't look good on me. I have poofy hair.
You got to find the right hat.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You got to find the right hat, Matt. It's not, you got to quit blaming it on the hair.
Okay,
Maybe
you're
just
right.
don't do your hair.
Okay, but the thing is, I think I just go back to my freshman year in college. I wore nothing but the same Texas A&M snapback every day because I had a huge crush on like Johnny Manziel. Like I idolized him a
How'd
lot.
that work
sense.
out?
It didn't work out well at all. So I think I'm just traumatized from that. I like based my entire identity off of Johnny Manziel.
Really?
And it just set me back. And
Johnny
like,
Manziel can swing him.
He's trying to go pro, isn't he? He said he's like giving himself 3-4 years to go pro.
Fuck, I don't know.
That guy is doing something wild every other month.
Well, he's out of money.
Yeah.
Money.
I don't think he
Manziel.
is. His parents are really rich. He comes from oil money, so I think he's good.
That makes sense. Texas
Okay.
A&M.
And he still
makes
is. He
sense.
he literally just Instagrammed yesterday that he's doing a big signing event outside A&M. So apparently that never stops.
Interesting.
So Johnny Manziel ruined hats for you. What's it going to take for us to get you wearing a hat on the golf course?
I think you're probably right. I probably just need to find the right hat.
I think it starts with not doing your hair before a round of golf.
See, that's a no-go for me.
Well, no one's going to see it if you have a hat on.
That's true. That's true.
I think the Bevcar regular hat would look good on you.
I'll give it a go. Do you think golf beanies will ever be a thing? Because I can rock
They
a
are.
beanie. Okay.
They are.
Yeah.
100%. But you have to golf when it's cold out.
Especially like the fall or the spring.
Yeah, I'm not going to wear it in July.
Yeah.
And for
well,
our Canadian friends, that would be called a toque.
what?
What?
A toque.
Where did you pull that out of?
That's what beanies are called in Canada. Is toques.
Really?
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
We can put this on. We can put this on the internet. Every single Canadian will agree with me.
A toque.
A toque.
Why do they have to have a different name for it?
Yeah.
What else do they have different names for?
A loony.
I don't know
No,
what
that's
that
just
is.
their currency.
A loony.
Yeah, because it's got a loon on it.
How
How do you spell toque?
TOQUE.
T-O. That's toque.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. See, Tyler.
What?
Look.
See, this is a Bill's already done.
I got a lake trout.
This is the one I want right here. I want this
the Canadian flag
leaf
hat.
one.
I like that. Yeah.
If I could get that, I would wear a hat every single day of my life.
We should come out with like a red and white toque for winter golf in Canada. For our boys up in Winnipeg.
Like, I like Canada, but I don't understand the toque thing. Is it like a...
It's French,
Oh,
I
okay,
think.
Okay. Because I looked up toque, spelled the exact same, and a bunch of lake trout showed up.
Weird.
Are you sure you didn't get autocorrected to trout?
No, I checked.
Okay.
Weird.
It's one letter away from torque.
Yeah, you're right, Tyler.
All right. That's fun.
Welcome back to the grammar episode
Hey.
of the Breakfast Ball Podcast.
All right, should we take a quick break? We'll come back and get into kind of the meat and potatoes post Thanksgiving segment 2 of the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we'll be right back. All right, guys, before we get into the next segment, we want to talk to you about DraftKings Sportsbook, DraftKings Daily Fantasy. Tyler, football fan, we all love action-packed, high-scoring NFL games. Unlike this Monday's game,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
unbelievable. Seattle, Washington, one of the worst games of the year.
The shit bowl.
Oh, God. So that was not action-packed, high-scoring, but still, we love to see it. And with the latest no-brainer from DraftKings Sportsbook, you'll be a winner once a single point is scored. New customers who bet just $1 on any team to score can win $100 in free bets. It's that simple. And remember, if there's no sportsbook available in your state yet, don't worry. We still got DraftKings Daily Fantasy. You can pick your lineup for the day. Golf, literally any sport.
Yeah, it was my first time I didn't win a single one this weekend.
Yeah.
I went
that's
0 for
tough.
3.
And you win some, you lose some.
But yeah, the
That's how
weekend
it goes.
before I went 3 for 4. So
Yeah. Guys, everyone can play for huge cash prizes all season long. Doesn't matter the sport with DraftKings Daily Fantasy Sports Contest. DraftKings is giving all new customers a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes with their first deposit. So if you haven't hopped on this yet, you're going to be a new customer. You're going to get this this no-brainer of a bet. Single team scores, you win.
money in the bank.
Easy money. So go download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code YouBetcha. Bet $1 on any team to score and win $100 in free bets. If they score, you score with promo code YouBetcha this week at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 years or older. New Jersey, Indiana, or Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit and $1 wager required. One per customer. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings Sportsbook. Excuse me. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for your details. Gambling problem, Tyler? 1-800-GAMBLER.
Call it.
Call it. See if they got any hot bets for you.
Hot bets. And my favorite snack in the world to eat when I'm making these bets, when I'm watching football, is bulk beef jerky. They have the tender, juicy beef brisket jerky. And then if you're like Ryan or my grandpa, they have the classic rip and tear dried out jerky. And Ryan, there's something for both of us now. They
Midwest.
combined them. The Midwest jerky is the perfect combination of the dried out stuff and the tender brisket stuff. And if you don't like any of that stuff, they've got the dried fruits and nuts. They've got jerky for your dog. And if you really love all that stuff, they have giant ass bulk bags that come in 5-pound portions, right? You throw it in your fridge and it lasts for months. So go to bulkbeefjerky.com. Use promo code YouBetcha, YOUBETCHA. They deliver that shit straight to your door. And with that promo code, it is 10% off. So go check it out. bulkbeefjerky.com/YouBetcha.
Boom. Tyler.
Ryan.
The match, number 5, Brooks and Bryson. Unfortunately,
not much of a match.
The beef wasn't there.
Dude.
The beef, it should have happened pre-Ryder Cup. The beef was not there when I watched it.
There was underlying beef.
Go on.
The final interview with those two, the very thing, she's like, all right, so you guys are best friends now? Or did you guys just become best friends? And they both look at each other like, no, we are not best friends. Not best friends. And then kind of like their looks on their faces like, I still fucking hate this guy.
I don't know. I'm not buying it.
Dude, I think Brooks still hates Bryson at least.
It's tough. One guy had to lose, right?
Mm-hmm.
And regardless if the beef, so even if the beef is squashed, which I think it was post Ryder Cup, someone's got to lose, and that person, regardless of who they're playing against, is going to be pissed.
Yeah. I think Bryson handled it better than Brooks. And I'm a Brooks guy in this argument.
Sure.
But I think Bryson at the end, he was less pissed than Brooks, and Brooks won.
I think Brooks is more so like fuck you.
Like maybe jacked up.
Feels good to win.
Maybe he just has resting bitch face too.
He went 4-3.
Yeah.
You know what that means, Tyler?
No, I don't.
It means he was four holes up with 3 holes to go. So there's no.
So then, yeah, you can.
They call the match.
Yep.
But they ended up playing either the rest of the holes out because it only went 9 holes.
Mm-hmm.
They either ended up playing the rest of the holes out, or they just played the next hole where they had a long drive competition, which is really sweet. Like each person got a drive, and it had to be on the fairway to count. And in order to get another drive, you had to donate like $50,000 to the charities that they were going after. And Bryson put one 404.
He's a fucking freak.
But before he swung, he also said he has no clue where this is going.
I like that out of him.
I do too.
So I think, very beginning, right? Bryson brings out the
cupcakes.
Brooks cupcakes.
Yeah. That was lame.
Brooks, he is a dumb joke, but Brooks was not happy about that.
No, absolutely not.
He was pissed. So that's why I think they're deep down, they still don't like each other, but they're not openly at each other's throats anymore.
Yeah, it's funny how Phil Mickelson was kind of a moderator between the two as well.
I thought Phil and Charles Barkley did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
So I didn't see most of the match, as you know, but I've watched 9 billion highlight tapes of it.
Yep.
And their commentary is pretty fucking funny in the highlight tapes, at least.
Yeah. Who would have picked, how did Charles Barkley immerse himself so far in the golf world to where he is commentating on these matches?
Because he's been in matches before.
Oh, yeah. With Steph, Peyton Manning, and Phil.
Yep.
He also plays, I'm pretty sure, once a day.
He plays a lot.
He does.
And his swing, obviously, he's Charles Barkley, so he's famous for that, number one.
Yep.
And then his ridiculous golf swing that he has since fixed got him even more into the golf world. And then he was in the match. So I think he makes sense, especially in this more lighthearted celebrity charity style event.
Yeah. And it was at the Wynn in Vegas, which when I went to Las Vegas like a month or two ago, we were in the Wynn. I didn't even know there was a golf course behind it.
Really?
It was beautiful.
So is it like right up next to it, or is it like off?
No, it's behind it. It's off the strip behind the hotel.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I would have known that, I might have swung a couple clubs over there.
Yeah. Check it out.
But no, it was a cool venue. Weird setup. 12 holes, only went 9.
Why did they do that?
I don't know.
That is
Darkness.
strange.
Don't know.
Started earlier.
And then what if they went to Top Golf and whoever could hit longest drive won the match?
Bryson is just deleting the back net over and over.
Yeah, because Top Golf isn't far from there.
Yeah.
They should have made him play the Top Golf games, like just have those two playing Angry Birds.
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
Do you think if it was 18 holes, Bryson could have came back?
No.
I think Brooks was on fire.
He's on fire.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he did.
How long does it go until they concede, or till Bryson concedes?
For 18 holes?
Yeah, probably 16, 15, 16.
I'd say 14.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They played 12, or they played 11 with the long drive competition.
Especially with Bryson's swing too. He slows down as he goes.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, he does.
I
People have mapped it like his best 2 holes of every round or his first. And I think this is with most golfers, but I think he's been studied more than everyone else because he's so different.
Sure.
But his last 2 holes are traditionally his worst.
I think you're just making that up.
I'm not. I was watching it about some guy that absolutely fucking hates Bryson. So
Really?
yeah.
So that's really unbiased journalism right there.
It's good
what the
stuff
hell?
to just count as fact.
My highlight of the match was, number one, it was fun to watch. It was on a Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, which is fun. Obviously, you're at the in-laws. You're looking for something to watch on TV, so you don't have to sit around and make small talk, whatever. And I also took Brooks as the underdog, 30 to win 32. So
Nice.
that was a highlight. I mean, $32. That's a case of Pro V1s. That's one drink at TPC Scottsdale.
That's actually 2 hats at oubetcha.com because if you spend $25, you get a free You Betcha hat to go with it. So
That's true.
2 hats for your $32.
That is true. It's always more fun when you're putting money into a match like that, especially when it's 1v1. It's a lot funner than football, baseball, basketball. Like, just bet one guy. And that way you don't have a field of 50 players that you have to be like, okay, who's going to win this? Because who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, I highly recommend if you're not on the DraftKings Sportsbook or Daily Fantasy, get on it and throw some money down on Brooks, Bryson, the next match, whoever that may be. And yeah, it makes things a lot more interesting.
Maybe get a wild hair up your ass. Throw some money down on Burned. We've talked about the assassin for a while.
You think he wins this year?
Yeah, I bet he wins 1 or 2 majors.
So you put $10 on every single tournament he's in. If he hits one of them, you got to be in the green.
Yep.
Is that right, Matt?
That's the best part, yeah.
Yeah.
All it takes is that one
Write that
win.
down and put it on your goose egg.
Yeah, put that on a
do my
t-shirt.
best.
Yeah.
Put that on a podcast.
Yeah.
Now that we have the sample size we have the celebrity matches, like where they're partnered with a pro, and just these one-on-one with the pros, which one do you guys prefer? Because I personally like the celebrity ones.
I'm with you.
I enjoy seeing like the Tom Brady's, the Aaron
I do too.
Rodgers, like get out there, just because it's fun to see how their athleticism actually just translates, so they're just decent golfers as well.
I also just like to see how they interact in a different atmosphere. Because how strange was it right away watching Aaron and Tom play a different sport? It's just kind of captivating in and of itself to see those two playing golf and not football.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the end of it, then you start paying attention to Tom was being kind of a little fucking baby the whole time.
Yeah.
And I hate Aaron Rodgers because he is a baby, but he was being the better sport the whole round.
That was probably my favorite match of all time.
Yeah, and that course was just amazing.
Yeah, that was cool as hell.
Yellowstone Club?
Yeah, it was Montana.
Yeah, I don't know if they played there, did they?
I believe they did. Somewhere. I think it was Yellowstone Club.
Okay.
But yeah, sweet course. The course makes everything.
It does. It matters a lot.
You got shit when you have shit to look at, when you have like a mountain to look at or a
wild pigs,
like a bunch of trees to look at, instead of just like the thing I really enjoyed about Arizona is there was houses on the course, but you couldn't really see them because of all the cactuses and the shrubbery and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, the scenery is probably my number one factor when it comes to like how good is this golf course.
Yeah, it's definitely up there. And I mean, yeah, because it doesn't matter if the course is even designed shitty. If the views are cool,
yeah,
you don't even notice it.
Yeah,
like if you just literally have a bunch of straight holes lined up in a line, but everything around it is cool as hell, you're not even going to notice, I don't think.
I mean, think about that par 3 course we golfed first in Arizona. Centennial or Continental?
Something like that.
I don't know. Shitty course, but fuck, that was sweet.
It was cool.
Hey, it was the best par 3 course in Scottsdale.
Is the best affordable.
That's what it was.
Course in Arizona. Scottsdale.
How specific can you get with that?
It's like,
it was the best, most affordable, most...
Oh, inexpensive. Sorry. It was the best inexpensive golf course in Scottsdale, Arizona.
And what is inexpensive? What does that even mean?
What determines inexpensive?
It has to be like under $50 a round or what?
Because like around here, that's kind of expensive.
Yeah, I mean, we can golf full 9 for $25 around here.
You can golf full 9 for 12 at some courses with a cart.
No.
Yeah.
Where?
Prairiewood.
It's not 12, it's 25.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. I golfed there 55 times.
Because you had a membership.
It's not cheaper.
It's 20, Tyler, trust me, it's $25. There's no way $12 and a cart.
$16.50
plus a cart.
What's the cart fee? $5?
Usually $9.50.
I don't use carts, Ryan.
Usually like $9.50.
I walk.
So I'm sorry I had to call you on that.
$16.
Cart fee is $10.50 per rider.
$10.50.
Oh my God.
So $27 around. You said 12.
It's 16. I paid 16 for each one. I didn't pay shit. Actually, I paid way more than that because I didn't use my membership enough.
Well, if you take these plus these documentaries that Tyler is watching, apparently
It wasn't. It was just a TikTok.
Okay, well, that's even worse.
I am in the algorithm of anti-Bryson TikTok.
Oh boy,
Are you?
Yeah.
Why do you hate him?
I don't hate him.
Okay.
Sounds like you do.
I just like Brooks more.
Okay.
The big thing that made me go way more into team Brooks than Bryson was the driver debacle. He was like a pouty 7-year-old with the whole driver debacle. When he was bitching about this custom-made driver that Cobra literally has an entire staff around making a driver to fit just him, and then for him to blame his shitty play on said driver and not himself was super fucking childish.
I think it was more so he wasn't blaming the club in general.
He literally said, I can't do shit with this driver.
I think, how do I even say this? He wasn't blaming the club in general. I think he was just blaming like that club was having a bad day that day.
No, he was just frustrated and wanted something to take his frustration out on, and he picked the driver.
If I have a bad round, I'm like, I couldn't fucking hit the driver today.
Yeah, but he was just frustrated, and then he took it out on the driver. I can't do this.
If I can hit it down the middle of the fairway, that's great. But with the driver right now, the driver sucks. So I can see that being interpreted just like he's struggling with his driver.
Correct.
Well, yeah, but like Cobra clapped back immediately, and so did his former caddy that he fired because he was playing bad, saying that Bryson just acts like a child all the time.
He is 28.
Yeah,
he's young.
We wouldn't do that.
His brain just finished developing.
He just finished full development of the frontal lobe.
Mm-hmm.
How do you fire a caddy?
I don't know. You just tell them.
Do you call them into your house?
You don't have an office.
You don't have
really.
an office. Like these guys aren't fucking answering emails in the morning. So how do you fire a caddy? Do you have like your agent fire him?
What percentage do you think has just happened on the walk from 18 to the car? I would guess a good percentage of caddies getting fired just happens in that walk.
But see, the thing is, like, caddies and players are like, they got to be best buddies.
They got to be really close at least.
So how do you just find another caddy?
I don't know. Bryson found one real quick.
I've always found that interesting. It's like, I would love to be a fly on the wall when Tiger Woods fired his caddy. What did that look like?
I don't know. It's got to be like a tantrum rage almost, because you got to be playing bad to fire your caddy. Otherwise, there's no reason to, right?
I don't know.
Unless you just hate them as a person.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have hired them in the first place.
Exactly.
I don't know.
It's an interesting dynamic because it literally is like your partner in crime. That would be like literally firing your podcast co-host.
Yeah.
Like, how do you even go about doing that?
How would you do that? How would we fire Matt?
I would do it on the podcast right here.
So that's like the equivalent of you would just fire them on the course in the middle of the tournament.
No. Well, no, because then you wouldn't have a caddy.
Yeah, I would. If I were to fire you, I would sit you down in the office and fire you. I wouldn't do it in here.
You wouldn't?
No.
Maybe he rents like a little 12 by 12 office for one
U-Haul
day.
storage
That's
unit.
just like the firing office. Like,
yeah.
Good morning, man. We're going to have to meet at the office this morning and discuss a few things and literally just fire.
Never know. That's good.
It's like, hey, just bring a cardboard box, like just in case, you know.
Do they say grab your shit?
Maybe. Grab your shit and get out.
Get your rangefinder and get lost.
They don't have rangefinder.
They can't have them.
Oh, really?
Get
No,
your
it's
shot book and fucking take a hike.
They can't have those either anymore.
That's
apparently.
true.
They can't have, they can literally just.
What are the caddies going to do?
Take your pencil and towel and take a hike.
Can't have a pencil?
Really?
No
you have no
idea.
shot book.
What do you need a pencil for?
I don't know. Just have something behind your ear.
Take your white jumpsuit and kick rocks.
We got to get one of them jumpsuits.
That'd be sweet.
It's just a Tyvek suit, I think.
If we get
For
into,
painting.
if we go to Waste Management Open, I'm going to just chill and steal one.
Okay. or maybe buy one.
Yeah, I don't know if they sell those. They didn't sell them at the Ryder Cup.
See if you can buy one off a caddy.
Yeah.
Sell it on eBay.
Yeah, maybe I'll buy it off of Bryson's caddy, and then when he fires his caddy for no reason, the price of that'll go way up.
There's got to be a former caddy's uniform in a dumpster at a course somewhere because he got fired immediately after the round.
And that caddy just immediately decided to change career paths completely. Like, I'm done with this.
What do you think caddies wear underneath of their jumpsuit?
Nothing.
You think?
Just butt ass naked.
Yeah, just letting it loose. Otherwise, it get too hot.
That's too bold with all white, though.
Hey, some people are more bold than others.
I guess.
You think you're just butt ass naked underneath that Tyvek suit?
Yeah, just ass cheeks are sweaty as hell.
Are you Googling it, Matt?
I just want to see caddy uniform.
Just say, what do caddies wear underneath of their uniforms?
I want to see a golf movie made about a caddy who is caddying for one of the best golfers, and best golfer is just shitty to him, right? And then the caddy gets fired because the good golfer has one bad round, and then that caddy comes back and joins the tour just to beat his former employer.
Just to beat him down.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Let's write that.
Let's do it.
Okay. No luck on.
I'm not seeing too much, just like what they...
Because if they wore a polo, if there was a collar, I think you'd see it.
Yeah.
So
They just gotta go t-shirts and undies, right?
T-shirt and a set of whiteys.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be hilarious? Well, that's what Happy Gilmore's caddy was wearing.
Yeah.
He has whitey tighties. He was washing them in the ball washer.
One shoe.
Crackers for ball markers.
Stealing people's quarters. That people are not using quarters as ball markers on the tour.
That's just like, I mean, if you have change, ball marker, just use a quarter.
That's true. We got one more thing to talk about today, Ryan.
We do.
We need to pay homage to two of the most important people in our lives. And that would be Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra. Can we just give them a quick round of applause? They're very important to us, Ryan. You want to explain why?
So Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra, they were golf fans. They like to golf, but they said, "Hey, I got to be able to have a couple mixies out here, a couple 2 Tree beers, and we just can't do that on the golf course. So maybe this sport isn't for me. Wait, this sport is for me, because you know what they did? They had a beverage cart made for Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra.
They're literally the only reason, because they wouldn't finish rounds, because they golfed at the same course all the time. It's called like the Desert Inn or something like that.
Yep.
And Frank and Dean would never finish 18 because they wanted to go drink.
Yeah.
So then the course built the first ever bev cart so that those two would actually play full rounds.
What do you think the drinks were on that bev cart?
Well, it would be before Arnold Palmer's.
Yeah.
Probably just a tall glass of whiskey.
Yeah, I was going to
probably.
say, I think they're the classic guys. You think they even go on ice?
Probably some hard shit. You know what we got to do, Tyler? We got to start drinking whiskey neat on the golf course.
Yeah, I'm not tough enough.
No, it's just a sipper.
You get all winter to do it.
It's just a sipper. That way, hey, I'm not trying to put bev cart girls out of business, but you get one glass of neat whiskey, that'll last you a whole 8. That should last you a whole 9 or a whole 18 holes.
I know you have a golf innovation for the end of the podcast, but I would like to pitch one right now that I
go
just
on.
thought of. You go to a nice restaurant. You go to whatever, a supper club.
Quiznos.
Not at Quiznos.
Okay.
But at a nice restaurant, you can get bottle service. Why don't they have bottle service at the golf course?
God damn it.
You get yourself a bottle of whiskey. You can buy your setups if you want, and then you keep filling your cup the whole time. They're still making their money because you're paying for that liquid, but now you got bottle service in your cart. Most carts have that little cooler on the side. You put your bottle in there on ice so it's always cold, and you just keep freshening up your mixie. It's always the ratio you want it to be. Golf courses need bottle service.
It would be so cool to see a bev cart come through with like the sparklers, like they do, like the clubs.
Yeah.
No,
Just
the clubs are on fire.
Ooh, there
The
we
clubs
go.
are on fire.
Everyone who's playing behind you is like, damn, these guys got some money. They're getting bottle service. I should get it myself.
Yes.
Yeah, and then like even if you go to like a like shittier local course or something, bottle service, bottle of Windsor.
Also, why don't they sell cigars on the bev cart?
That's a good idea too.
You think it's a fire hazard? Maybe.
No.
I don't know. Alcohol's flammable.
I guess, but
No,
you're
I
also
don't
not
think-
lighting alcohol.
I mean, my first thought of the bottle service on the course goes to liability issues, but also who's keeping me from drinking 18 beers on the course? It's
Well,
going to give me in the same state.
They got to have the same liquor license as a restaurant, and a restaurant can give you a whole bottle, right?
I don't know.
Because I think what you're saying, like the issue is like they could get in trouble for over serving if
Correct.
they gave us a whole bottle.
Yep.
But then that would be the exact same for a bar where you get bottle service or a club.
I'm digging it. My golf innovation of the week is not nearly as cool, and we're going to get to that in a bit because I think there's still more to touch on here.
Also, how fucking famous do you need to be for a course to want you to play 18 holes so bad that they literally changed the culture of the entire sport for you?
I mean, it's Sinatra.
And Dean Martin.
Who's Dean Martin, by the way?
He's just as famous as Frank.
Really?
Yeah, they're old school singers.
Okay.
That's Dean.
Okay.
And comedian, apparently.
Dean Marty and Frank Sinatra.
Do you guys, honest to God, think you would play golf if it wasn't for beverage carts? Do you
Oh,
think you
I
you'd
still
play,
would.
Would you play 18 though?
Would I like it
Oh,
as
yeah.
much? No.
I'd just bring my own booze.
I suppose.
I've played many a sober round.
Yeah.
I do not prefer them to drunk rounds by any means,
Yeah.
but I've played them and I still enjoy it.
But do you think you would keep coming back if like the drinking aspect wasn't as big of an aspect? Like
100%.
because it takes like that initial learning curve. And I think the alcohol helps a lot of people get through that initial learning curve of sucking.
I would golf a hell of a lot less on the weekends than I do.
Yeah.
I would golf the same. Because a lot of the times I'm just going to play golf, which is probably what screwed me up in the last few months. But I would still golf the same amount. I would just bring my own booze.
Yeah, I mean, I would still do my weekday mornings, but I would probably golf on the weekends a lot less.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be into league as much either. League is the best time to drink.
I got to get into a golf league this summer.
Yeah, it's fun.
Maybe not with you.
No, I think we need to be against each other. That's kind of our shtick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get my scramble, my
Yeah.
scramble team.
My
together.
team, we're not going to win.
We're going to win for sure.
Especially when you're talking shit about your teammates on the podcast.
Yeah. Fuck those guys.
Did they say anything?
No, they don't know which one of them I'm talking about.
Okay. Interesting. So I think we need bottle service on the golf course.
Yep. We need who is today's Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra that can get that done for us.
We need
Why not Ryan and Tyler?
We need flaming clubs.
This guy.
We need Paige Spiranic. We need Paulina Gretzky. We need them delivering bottles, Grey Goose, Jack Daniels, whatever it may be. The Bev Cart girls would make unlimited money.
They would.
If that was the case.
Imagine the fat tip on bottle service compared.
Fat tip on a $200 bottle.
Yeah.
20%, $40 for literally just driving over there and handing a bottle to
One
them.
bottle, stick into their ice.
Yeah.
Here's some cups for you.
We got to start making like the shitty club promo posters for golf courses. Like this weekend at Prairie Hood, ladies drink free bottle service.
Do they have like, because like bars have like ladies' night and men's night and shit, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Courses have that, but that's league night usually.
So do they get deal on drinks?
There are specials. I don't know if they're specifically for a gender, but there are specials on league night. Yeah.
I don't think courses are trying as hard to like bars and stuff. They have ladies' night because they want to attract women because the men will usually follow. I don't think they're trying as hard to attract a certain gender one way or the other for courses.
Mhm.
I'm sure
But-
there's some that do something like that. But
Sure.
Yeah, and there's deals. It's like,
I don't think I've ever bought anything from a Bev Cart that was on special.
really?
Yeah. Do they have specials?
Yeah, on league night.
Outside of league night.
I don't know.
Like Saturday from 11 to 2.
Maybe
We got
like
Buy
that.
one, get one.
I bet they do pounders. Deals on pounders. That's usually like the go-to deal for most places, like $3 pounders or something.
Maybe like a deal on a 6-pack or something.
Yeah.
Buy a 6-pack for like $18 or
bulk deals.
yeah, bulk beef jerky deals.
they could have
Yeah,
some sort of happy
slushy
hour
betcha.
too.
Yeah.
You think?
No, I don't think I've never heard of that.
I guess they maybe just assume people who want alcohol are going to get alcohol regardless of the price.
Yeah, it's like where else you gonna get it on the course? You're not gonna
Exactly.
hop over to a different course to buy booze and come back.
Exactly.
If I have time, I'm a huge proponent of eating at the clubhouse after my round.
Yeah, I enjoy that too. If you have time.
If
You're
I have
right.
time.
Yep.
Have a couple 2-tree.
Mm-hmm. Maybe split an app.
Because I don't want to go home after a bad round. I don't want to go home right away. Because then I'll just probably get mad at my wife.
I was gonna go the opposite. Like after a good round, I kind of want to just keep chilling with the boys.
Well, both.
Yeah. So it's just after a round
Yeah.
period. I don't want to go
After
home.
any sort of round, go to the clubhouse and eat.
Yep.
And
Support your
maybe take a walk through the pro shop and look at stuff you want to buy but never will.
Get
See if
some
they got
Jordans.
some Jordans.
Some Jordans. Yep. Win an AZ. Get some J's. Great golf innovation of the week, Tyler. Should I say mine or should we wait it for next week?
I mean, if you got some banked up,
I don't, but I'll
Let's
come up with
save
another
it.
one. Okay. Well, my golf innovation of the week is service dogs to find your golf ball on the course. You pay, if you are golfing with like a memorable ball or a nice ball, you pay $2 to have the canine unit come out. And you get that dog on your ball immediately. You find it, you save the stroke. And it also went to a good cause because let's just say the money is going to training service dogs down the road.
okay. I like
And it
working
gets the
charity
dog.
into
It gets the dog good exercise.
Very healthy dog if they're running 18 all day.
Correct. You got the dog handler. He's got a job.
Mhm.
You pay the dog handler. Maybe give him a little tip. Don't overpay for the ball though. If it's a $5 ball, don't pay more than that to find it. How cool! I mean, dogs can find anything. They can find antlers. They can find birds.
They can find drugs.
They can sniff COVID.
They can sniff COVID. They can sniff another dog's shit that they can eat,
They sure can.
which is weird. Why could they not sniff a golf ball? You have a little spray. You have your own scented spray on your ball. So your little dog smells it, boom, into the woods to find your ball.
The only thing I don't like about it is the handler. I don't want him with us.
Why? No, he's not. You call him up.
So like you have to call every time you want him to find your ball?
It's like a bev card. He's driving around. Yeah, he'll be there in literally 30 seconds.
I
If
think
you can go that fast.
I think I would like the dog to just chill with us the whole time.
That'd be kind of cool.
Because it's obviously got to be pretty well trained.
Sit right in the middle of us.
Yeah, maybe. Like hop up on the cart, buddy. Let's go.
Yeah, like the side cart.
Yeah.
We have a side cart for
We get
the
a
dog.
side cart.
I just think it would save us money. It would donate to a good cause. It would be fun to have good vibes there. Dogs are always good vibes. Yeah, I think it would be sweet. Also, you know what brought me to that? I've gone on 2 walks this year with my dog out of like 100 walks. 2 walks. We have found 2 golf balls and they were both top flights.
And you live in a very residential neighborhood.
I know.
So what are people doing?
I don't know.
People are
Practicing their short game.
just smacking top flights down the middle of the street.
Yeah, it just shows you how invaluable
That's
they
how
are.
potholes happen, people.
How?
Top flights are hard as fuck. If you hit those
Yeah.
down the middle of the street, potholes.
Yeah.
Then your taxes, more tax money coming out of your pockets to fix
Yep.
those potholes.
And my dog is the one who found these balls because you see a little white ball. He loves toys.
Yep.
So she sniffed them out. I think it would be a good implementation on the golf course. I don't think this is my best innovation of the week, but it could definitely, it just adds a new flair to the course.
It's your most charitable innovation, I would say.
What
Yeah.
about just the idea of being able to bring your own dog? Like you can bring your dog pheasant hunting if you
I've
want.
wanted to do that before. I've wanted to stick Birdie in the passenger seat and go out for a round. But I think there's like some sort of chemical on
on the grass.
on the grass, which I've also wanted to golf barefoot before. I think that would be really fun.
Yeah, my buddy used to do that.
But I think
I've
it's
done it before.
bad.
It's fun.
I think it's bad for you because there's chemical on the greens. That's what keeps them.
Yeah, my feet are just so calloused though from running so far every
Sure.
morning that I don't think I could get through the calluses.
Okay, well that makes
Yeah.
sense. I like yours better. Bottle service.
Yeah, I think they're both good in just different ways.
If we were to build our own golf course and add
Let's combine
all of these in here, we would have the most elite golf course in the world.
Yeah, we could. If we could implement every single thing we've thought of, it's the perfect average man's golf course.
Yeah.
So let's take your golf innovation and mine and combine them. We have this thing on our cart, a button to press, if you will.
Emergency button.
Emergency button.
The Staples button.
30 seconds later, you look down the cart path. Here comes Spike, running to you,
Okay.
tongue wagging, hanging from his neck on a basket. Bottle service.
Hanging from his neck.
You know, like a basket around his neck because
Oh.
he's not going to carry it. Or you
Okay.
can put it in his mouth. I don't know. Dog delivers you the bottle service. Everybody and their
No.
dogs, you get bigger tip. People are going to tip a dog because they love the idea of it. People
Yeah, but-
love dogs.
Yeah, but the old men can't like scoff at the good-looking bev cart girls.
Probably good for the bev car girls to not get
But then
scoffed
they're out
at
of-
by the
they're-
old
Then
men.
they're out of
Job.
jobs.
Yeah, like they put the bottle in the basket.
So they come with the dog.
Bev car girl
dog
and
is
the
the-
dog come together.
So in this Scooby-Doo fantasy.
And if the old guys get too close, the dog is like,
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah,
protect her.
I like it. Also a guard dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually don't mind that.
And then after the dog delivers your bottle service, they can go find all your lost balls for you.
Yeah.
We nailed it. We've fixed golf.
Tyler, I like it. I like everything about it. Let's wrap this podcast
Let's
up.
get the hell out of here.
Guys, we'll be back not next Tuesday, next Wednesday.
That's true. New normal.
Yeah. Episode 62, Matt, next week.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll be back with some. We'll be back with more golf innovations of the week. Some good content. Hopefully, we might dive more into the history of the bev cart. I don't know. We'll figure out something to talk about. But in the meantime, guys, head over to oyoubetcha.com. The Black Friday sale is in full force right now. Spend $25 or more and get yourself a free You Betcha leather patch hat. They're sweet. I designed them myself. Go check it out. oyoubetcha.com. Love you.
Love you.
Hell, that's a breakfast ball.